welcome to The Long View with me, John Jordan. The game we're playing today is Soul King. So I've been playing Soul King for over 2 months now. It's a Korean developed RPG, developed from a company called Funnypaw and published by Netmarble, one of the biggest, or the biggest mobile publishers in Korea, soon to IPO, trying to make its mark on the world stage. So this is, for a Korean RPG, fairly easy to play. It may not look like it, there's lots going on the hub screen here. I mean, obviously most of this is locked when you start off. As you get further in, so I've been playing for 2 months, stuff unlocks, and you kind of get to see different things, and there's arena, there's pirates lair, special dungeons for collecting special materials, challenge tale, all this kind of stuff. But the thing I'm looking at today specifically is the heroes. So I've been playing this game for over 2 months now, pretty much every day. And the real focus of the meta game is the hero. So it's a squad-based game. You have 4, when you go off and do your missions, you have 4 characters in your squad. You can obviously choose between them, but leveling them up, and then as you get further in the game, kind of choosing different ones, different classes, it becomes really important. So you can see at the top of the screen here, there's Robin, so she's maxed out 100, level 100 of 100. There's Angelo, she's a healer, same thing. Fox. These are all range characters, so she's again 100 of 100, and then Edward, who's my main melee character, 100 of 100. So I basically got to the stage with all of them. They're 5-star characters, and they've maxed up to 100. The next thing to do is evolve them. You can see on the right hand side, there's different things you can do. So there's gear, so there's got some gear I can mess around with. Looking like I should probably change some of his gear. I'm not going to do that now. And you can promote them. So if I promote him, if I get these fused materials, which I need a few more of, I can take him from an apprentice knight to a guardian guild member. He looks much cooler there, so I should probably be doing that. Okay, and then there is, where do we get to? Enhance. So enhance is basically leveling him up, so I can't do that anymore, that's why it's saying 0. And then there's evolve. So evolve actually I can't do. So evolve I have to have 3, what they call evolution material heroes, so 3 heroes that are 5 stars. And if I have a hero, if I have another version of Edward, it gets even better. I can level up some of his skills as well, but I don't have that, so a bit stuck on old Edward. Fox, similar thing. I haven't got any heroes of the correct sort. Things go a bit better with Angelo. So Angelo, you can see here I've got 3 of these material heroes, and because they're the same class, they are both light element ones. You can see each one has a different element, so destruction elements for Fox and Edward, and light. So that means I can use these light materials. So we can see here I've got a lot of these kind of funny little cues. They're basically, you can use them as weapons, can use them in the squad, but that's not what they're used for. They're used for evolving. So they can, if you can go down here, I can't do it in the moment actually, because basically you can, no matter what, they're only 1 level. They are actually level 1 of 40, but even though this one's only level 1, I can level him up. If I had the right material, I could level him up, and then you can see you can level them up. And they are useful. They're the kind of materials you have, the game kind of gives them to you when you do certain missions. So that's good. So I'm not quite sure who to do. I've got Robin and I've got Angelo. Which one do I want to level up? Angelo's pretty useful at healing, but I think we'll stick with Robin just because it's more useful to have an attacking character, I think. So let's evolve. So it's pretty straightforward. So just adding those in, they're going to be consumed, and we're going to go from a level 100 5-star Robin to a level 1 6-star Robin, so that'll be jolly good. I'm going to use up some soft resource, but I've got loads of that. So off we go. There we go, she's leveled up, level 6. It's not that impressive, is it? Unfortunately it should look nicer than that, shouldn't it? And then equally I've got another one here. So those 4 that I had were the ones I use all the time pretty much. But then as you get further in the game, you realise there's this kind of big issue about different kind of elements. So you can see here, as we said before, there's light and destruction, there's dark element, these guys. That's all I've got at the moment because I've been using everyone else to level up people. So Draco and Master Park. So Master Park, you can see, I mean, there's some of these characters have a big S by them, so that signifies they're more they're Soul King. So Soul King is the whole thing of the game, and they're the kind of signature characters of the game, the Soul Kings. So we can look here, he's level 80 of 80, he's 4-star. So if we look at the screen, you can see when we go to evolve, I have some of these material cues, and also I have Draco. So do I want to, Draco might be really useful for me to keep and level him up. I think there's a problem in the game. There's only certain ones you can focus on at any one time. So at the moment I'm focusing on Master Park because I don't have many melee characters. You can see he's a melee character. So he'll work well with Edward. At the moment I feel I've got too many range characters. So anyway, let's go in and evolve. So a similar thing, we're just selecting in, they're going to disappear and use up some soft currency. So there we go. Again, nothing really cool happening. So really, to get the cool look here, I need to go to promote. So we can see here if I becomes a dark swordsman. So I need to his attack power doesn't change, but we can see his new passive skill. So that's kind of you'll see here. That'll be kind of interesting to do. Oh, actually, I confused him as well. There we go. That's even a bonus. So we can promote him. I haven't got enough soul stones, so we can see here I need 1,500, and I've only got 217. That's because I've been using them all buying characters. So that's my next task. It looks like is to get some soul stones, which are one of the game's soft currencies. Sorry, kind of a hard currency actually. Soft currency is the no, actually they're a progression currency. You can't actually buy them. You have to. You can buy them indirectly, I suppose, but you can't buy them directly like you can with the gold and the gems. So nothing. Oh, I can do a bit of leveling up, so I can level him up from level 1 to level 45 just by using a bit of this food. So food's kind of super important. So food's very good as a resource, very powerful for leveling people up. So there we go, we've leveled him up. But we can still see, you know, his attack power. Obviously, he's 5-star, and these other guys are now. Actually, some of these are 5-star as well, actually, but we can see he's not quite as anything like as powerful as Edward. He's more powerful than Robin, who so maybe I should have done Angelo instead. But this is the kind of decision making you get in these free-to-play mobile games, where it's very resource-based, very meta game, and it's all about you get these resources, how do you use them? And to be totally honest, I'm very aesthetically driven, so my characters, the ones I choose, are the ones I think look cool, which maybe not be the best way to do it, but that's the way I've pretty much chosen to play the game, with cool characters, cool looking characters rather than necessarily the best characters. Another kind of nice touch here, you can see here is user rating, so we can see here, not always very useful, very good, but you get some kind of some comments from other people who've been playing him on what level they're at, and I can rate him if I want to. So maybe they're all rated kind of high, I don't know. So anyway, so there we are, that's one quick look at Soul King, which is have been available for a long time on iOS and Android. If you like squad-based RPGs, I think it's definitely one to get into. I quite like the art style in general. I think it's reasonably well kind of put together and not too complex. There's always a lot going on, so as you get further in the game, you obviously have the main adventure kind of situations. I'm on chapter 9. There's plenty more to go, or chapter 10. There's a nice story mode as well. If you go up to the palace here, which I'm a bit stuck on, so there's a story mode. Which isn't, you know, War and Peace, but gives a bit of character, gives a bit of background to the characters. There's an arena, so when I get to level 24, I can go to Siege War, and there's these kind of nice, these other things, special dungeons. So go to material dungeons. That's what I needed to do that promotion. I need to collect these kind of elements, and there's also obviously various stores and such like in the game. There's the market. I can sell some artifacts. I can go in and buy characters at different levels. I can buy some of these coups and then use them to level up. There's not very far with the Topaz shop. You can see I can buy some of these quite high level characters. I don't have anything like enough. I can buy some soul stones, not quite enough that I need at the moment. Also a ruby shop. Don't have many of those, but there's lots of different levels. There's lots of different layers of this game, which keeps it always interesting. There's always something to do, which I think is vital for retention of these games. So anyway, thanks for watching. The whole point of the long view is we are playing games for as long as possible. Not played many games. This is the only game I played for over 2 months, as part of these videos. But the whole point is kind of documenting every week and then every month, really the frequency of what's going on and why I keep playing them and why the game is keeping me interested. So if that's your thing, don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.